This video will show Haidong Gumdo Ssangsu sword form number 7 at full speed. We will show the video twice, once starting from the front perspective and the other starting from the back perspective, so that all the moves can be seen clearly. However, the sword form is too complicated and too fast to include narration without it simply becoming too confusing. If you need any further explanation of the moves, please go back to the slow video. As usual, at the end of the video, we will include a detailed explanation of the sheathing technique. Here we will highlight the Ssangsu number 7 sheathing technique. The sheathing technique for Ssangsu number 7 is an extension of the sheathing technique for Ssangsu number 4. As such, if you haven't mastered number 4's sheathing technique yet, you should go take care of that well before you start working on this. While in number 4, we spin the sword until the blade is pointed in the opposite from usual direction. In number 7, we'll basically be doing what amounts to a full 360. We will spin the blade twice so that it comes back out to the same side it's usually on. To do this, we have to spin it around the middle finger. For doing this, I would recommend first that you go back to the stretching video. Take a look at the finger stretches. These will be very useful for making this a lot easier for you. If your fingers are stiff, it's not going to be that easy to move the sword that much. As always, we'll be holding the sword in the right hand. Same as number 4, we will pull back to get some momentum. When we swing down, we'll go from squeezing the sword between our thumb and index finger to squeezing the sword between our index finger and our middle finger. As the blade spins down again, since this is number 7, we will get our ring and pinky finger out of the way and to the opposite side. Now we'll be squeezing the sword mostly between our middle finger and our ring finger. Momentum should carry it around the middle finger until you can grip with your thumb, pinky, and ring, and then switch your index and middle to the proper side. Once more. Swing down, squeeze between thumb and index. Switch to middle and index. Ring and pinky get out of the way. until the thumb can get around, and you squeeze between thumb, ring, and pinky. Then switch middle and index back to the proper side. It's very hard to show this at slow speed or to really explain it. It's mostly a matter of practicing it until you get used to it. Again, I suggest doing this with a wooden sword, because a wooden sword, when dropped, and you will drop it, will cause less damage, and because wooden sword grips are the right shape for a historically accurate sword. Foam and bamboo swords use round grips. Wooden and steel swords use oval grips. Do not practice this with a steel sword. It is far too dangerous.